From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Going to go to the air right away. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to... his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now a give, right side. It's Jordan, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Saints, nothing. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Hits his running back, Pirine. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there. And
according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are Are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll. And it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Allen, the man in motion left. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert now. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Jordan, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run the counter. Jordan, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get into the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A little juke. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Here's Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. He's got the first down and more than that. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown! Noah Gray, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints have moved down in front. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Let's go. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Taken down here by the Saints. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Ritter's pass completes a Pitts. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's not cool about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin. Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan. That complete to Drake London. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Jordan. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going deep here for Allen. He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Running out of the Wildcats. He was brought down by Trayvon Lloyd. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 26-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. The middle, it's Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Lewis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by London. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go play action here on 1st down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they send a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken in at the 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Jordan. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that.